Good day guys, my name is Ademola Badmus and welcome to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time, please do not forget to like and subscribe and also share amongst your friends. I would recommend that you watch the previous series on Java and Selenium so you have a complete understanding of what you're getting into, so that following this will be easier. Not that if you follow this you won't understand it, but it will be easier and smoother. So on the final note, let's try to clean up what we have done and make it look more presentable. So we go into our code. Let's start here first. We do not need this anymore at this point, so we can remove all of this and just leave the scenario outline since we've been able to reduce it. And do not worry, in the previous videos you can replicate what has been done here in the previous videos, because there is already a provision for that there. And here is just one scenario. So do we really need a background? So I think we can remove that background by coming into our steps and changing this into a before. We can change this into a before and remove this, right? So, and we see that we are using a lot of tear down. Oh, we do not need this anymore since we've created steps here. And let's remove these ones as well. Error message and distorted pages, we do not need that. And which one again? Okay, we still need this one. Which one is it that we do not need anymore? So if you do see in this that we have tear down all written, we could have that in just one particular method. We can make that an after method, because that's the last thing you need to do. You have to make sure you close you have to close the page, so you can do a public void. Let's call it tear down session. Let's call it that. And so what we just need to put there is we need to put this there. So it means after every scenario that would run. So we can also remove this step now. We do not need a background or anything anymore, because it's just one scenario outline, so we can create a before for it. So let's run our test and see what we have, if it still works, and see. Oh yes, it still works. Launches the page, logs in, quite smooth. Performance glitch would usually take time, then logged out user would return an error, and that way we have something simple that is still running. How many tests? 4 tests, 16. Now if you had noticed, it has reduced it to 16 because the before step would not be regarded as a step. The before would not be regarded as a step, neither will the after, because if that's the case, it will add 4 extra steps. So it will be 4 scenarios passed and 24 steps. But those in the before or after hook are not considered as actual steps. So that way you have less steps and you're still doing the same thing. So, and this also, as part of cleanup, we can make this a wildcard, so everything inside it can be used. Let's see and test that again. Yes, it works. Now these are the important things you really need to understand. Not all scenarios that you create would fit into a scenario outline. It means you have to understand, again I'm repeating it for the 3rd time, you have to understand your application under test, its behaviors, and the types of tests you are carrying out. When the test has to do with lots of when the test involves similar steps and scenarios, such that maybe just one or two things differs, you can use a scenario outline to just have it under one. But when they are quite different, you have to create the scenarios differently. Okay, I think this brings us to the end of the Java series. This is what I will be able to cover in this series. So sooner than later, I hope, because I had some hiccups up on the way while doing this. My MacBook got damaged. I had to get a new one, so in order to conclude it. But sooner than later, I hope I would start the tooling on I will start tutorial videos on Python and Selenium. Then after that, I will now go to Python, Selenium, and Behave, and you will see that the only thing that will be different is the language syntax. Everything that we've covered in the Java and Selenium videos will be seen in the Python and Selenium videos as well. Thank you for getting to the end of this series with me. Thank you for watching, and bye bye. And put on the notification bell so you get notifications when I drop the new videos on Python and Selenium, then in the future about Python, Selenium, and Behave, and also about robot framework in the future as well, God willing. Bye bye.